This entire chapter, this entire unit that we're doing right now, which includes the HIV and the hepatitis B and the hepatitis C, all of that information is really about infection control. You have to know a little bit about all those things in order to know how to control it. Now, you are going to see some stuff up here, and some of this you are going to have to write down, but don't start writing just because it shows up there. All of this stuff does not need to be written down, okay? So let me direct you as to what you need to write. The first thing I want you to do is look on page 497 in your textbook, because I want us to talk just a minute about something that was not really addressed on the worksheet that you did the other day, and it won't be addressed anywhere else either. At the bottom under standard precautions, you did talk, there was something on your worksheet about the difference in standard precautions and transmission-based precautions. If you're talking about standard precautions, now remember we're talking infection control, what does it entail if it's just standard precaution? You are trying to control infection that could be received from what items? No, specifically. No, specifically. How is it transmitted? Blood? Mucous membranes. Well, bodily fluids. That's included in bodily fluids. So those are the things that standard precautions are in place to protect you from. The only difference in the standard precaution and transmission-based is what? What's added to transmission-based that's not in standard? What is it, Katie?
It can be transmitted by like touching and stuff, and just
airborne. Airborne. So with transmission-based, it's a little bit more detailed. You got to do the standard too, but then you've got to, with transmission-based, you've got to protect yourself against airborne. That's not easy to do. You can protect yourself pretty easily with standard using gloves and using masks and gowns and all that. If it's just blood, if it's just bodily fluids like urine or feces, or if it is semen or vaginal or whatever, that you really can protect yourself from that. But if it's airborne, it's much more difficult to protect yourself against that. And we're going to talk about the